Hello children, today we will start a new lesson, arithmetic progression. Very interesting lesson it is. Let's first see what is meant by a sequence. Sequence means what? Just observe. If I am writing some arrangements of number, for example, if I write say a table of 2, you all are quite familiar with that. There isn't any doubt about that. Okay. So here what do you observe? If I ask you what will be the next number after 8, everyone will be able to give me the answer 10, right? Why? Because the numbers are following certain pattern. No? You are understanding that the numbers are increasing by 2 here. This is one example. One more example, if I write 1, 4, 9, 16, and if I ask you what will be the next number, then again easily majority of you will be able to tell, all will be able to tell what will be the next number here. 25. The number will be 25. Reason, you can understand that these all are the squares of natural numbers following the sequence in one order. So this kind of arrangement of numbers which follow certain rule is called a sequence. There could be many more, the cubes of the number, wherever it is possible for us to predict the next term. Now here one more I'll write. Suppose if we write say 9, then 6, then 3. What will be the next number? 0. Next will be what? -3 and so on. Is it a sequence? Yes, it is a sequence. One more pattern. Suppose 8 followed by 8 followed by 8 and so on. So next any number you will be able to guess here. What will be that number? 8 and all. These all are the example of sequences. Arrangement of number following certain rule. In this sequence also, if you observe the first one, here the rule is showing some connection between the consecutive terms. Okay. For example, 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2, 8 and so on. So difference between any two consecutive numbers here is what? 2. How will you get it? 4 minus 2, 2. 6 minus 4, 2. 8 minus 6 also is 2. This kind of sequences are known as arithmetic progression. I repeat, what is the rule being observed? The difference between any two consecutive terms has to be a constant. When we see for 1, 4, 9, 16, though you can predict the next term here in this sequence, but 4 minus 1 is 3, 9 minus 4 is 5, so the difference does not remain a constant. So this sequence, it is a sequence of course, but it is not an arithmetic progression. Then 9, 6, 3 and so on. Is this an arithmetic progression? Let's check. 6 minus 9. What's the answer? -3. 3 minus 6, again -3. 0 minus 3, -3. -3 minus 0. Again, what is the answer? -3 here. So this is also an example of arithmetic progression, right? Now, is this AP? Answer is yes. Why? Because 8 minus 8, 0. So everywhere the difference between any two terms here is what? 0. So first, second, third sequence is called arithmetic progression. Rule is being defined. Okay. And the difference, which is a constant, the difference between any two consecutive terms is denoted as common difference. What we call it as common difference, right? So, another thing what you will note here in terms of arithmetic progression, that if only first term and the common difference is known to us, whole AP can be written by ourselves. For example, if you are given first term, which henceforth we are going to denote by A. Okay. A is 10. Okay. And the common difference, suppose, which we are going to denote by D, is suppose 5. Right. Then write the AP. Can we write the AP? Yes. First term 10. Second term, how will you get? It has to increase by, common difference is 5. So common difference will be added here, and henceforth every time Common difference will be followed as second term minus first term, third term minus second term. That is next term minus previous term always. So next term will be what here? 10 plus 5, 15. Can we find the third term here? Yes. What it will be? 15 plus 5, right? 20. And so on. So if first term and common difference are known, whole of the AP can be written. Okay. Each this term 10, 15, 20 are known as terms of an AP, right? Now here we have seen that if the first term and common difference is known, second term can be found. Second term is known, third term can. But like that way, if I have to find suppose 15th term, then it is not practically possible every time to keep on adding that common difference that many times. Okay, so we have to conclude some easier formula over here. So how will you go for that? Let's see. Suppose in an AP, first term is A, okay, and common difference is D, and we have to write an AP. So how would you write the AP? First term will be A, second term will be what? A plus D. Third term will be what, children? A plus D, second term, plus D will be third term. So what it will be? Simply A plus 2D. Did you get it? A plus D, second term. A plus D, our second term, plus D will be third term. So D plus D, 2D. Yeah. Fourth term will be what? A plus 3D. So if I denote this as first term, third term, fourth term, like that way, if I have to find a term at an unknown place, suppose at nth place, I will name it as what? Tn, the term at nth place. If I have to find that, then what is the relation I observe here? D is of course missing. So 0D can I have here? Then for T2 it is D. For T3 it is 2D. For T4 it is 3D. So what's the relation here, children? Here you can have plus 0D. Hai na? So how do you get 0? 1 minus 1. How you get 1? 2 minus 1. 2 is 3 minus 1. 3 is 4 minus 1. I repeat, 1 is for first term. You are writing here 0. So what is that? 1 minus 1. How you get 1D here? 2 minus 1. 2D here? 3 minus 1. Fourth, right? T4, for that you get 3D. So how do you get 3D? 4 minus 1. So for n, what it will be? A plus. For 4 it is 4 minus 1. So here it will be what? N minus 1 into D. So this way, if you know the first term, if you know the common difference, then any numbers term, first term and common difference is known, 20th term you can find, third term you can find, 300th term can also be found. So this is the nth term formula you have to remember, right? Now let's start with the exercise part over here. First with easy questions I'll start. For example, find the 20th term of, our first question is, find the 20th term of, the AP is given 63, 53, 43 and so on. As you see the terms are decreasing, remember common difference is going to be negative, then only it will decrease, right? So first thing, you need to collect all the details. Write down the AP 63, 53, 43 and so on. For finding 20th term, what is A? First term we need to know, A is 63. Second thing what you will have to calculate? D, common difference. Common difference will be what? Second term minus first term always. So 53 minus 63. What is the answer? Minus 10. You have to find 20th term. That means n is going to be 20. And what you have to find? The term at 20th place is what? That is 20th term. This way it will be represented. The next step will be what? Write down the formula. A plus n minus 1 into d. So 20th term is A 63, n 20 minus 1. Now d is a negative number, na? Immediately put a bracket there for multiplication. Minus 10. You get 63 plus what it is? 19 into minus 10. So minus 190. 63 minus 190. What is the answer? Minus 127. So your answer is what? The 20th term of the AP is minus 127. Clear, children? Now one more easy question. Let's see. A common difference is given. If the common difference of an AP is 5, if common difference is 5, then you have to find T18 minus T13. Okay. Now here A is not given, only the common difference is given. So let's work out for this. T18 and T13. We will write down the formula for that, right? In the formula form, right? Before that, we'll have to assume the first term is not given here. So let A be the first term. Therefore, which formula we are using? Tn. Tn is what? A plus n minus 1 into d. So expression is containing which terms? T18 and T13. So T18 will be what? A plus 18 minus 1 into d. D is what here? 5, or for the time being we'll write here d, and at the last step we can substitute also. Okay. So d. That is A plus 70d. Likewise, T13 will be what? A plus 13 minus 1 into d. We have just started this lesson, so in detail I am showing. Next time, of course, immediately it can come in your mind that T13 is going to be A plus 12d. T18 is A plus 17d and all. So A plus 12d. And what expression we have to find? T18 minus T13. So how do you write? A plus 17d. Again, minus means be alert. This is another place where you make mistake. Not only the first term, both terms, the binomial is to be subtracted. So put a minus sign here. A plus 12d. So you won't make any mistake when you open the bracket. Both terms are going to be plus 17d minus A minus 12d. 17 minus 12, 5d. Now put d is equal to, what is given? D is equal to 5. Therefore T18 minus T13, which we have calculated as 5d, is 5 into 5. What is the answer? 25. Okay. See the next question, similar type. Find T25 minus T20 of the AP minus 2, minus 8, minus 14 and so on. Here now you see, for different question there could be different ways, whichever it comes in your mind you can do. Like you can here, since AP itself is given, so A can be calculated. A is minus 2, no need to calculate. A is minus 2 and D also can be calculated, right? So you can find 25th term, you can find 20th term, and you can find the difference of that. But just now in the previous question we have seen that when you subtract, it's a particular sum. So A is going to get cancelled, means A we will not need only, right? So we can just calculate D, we can simplify the expression and we can find what is being asked. So here first thing I will find common difference, right? So here common difference is what? Second term minus first term, right? T2 minus T1. What is second term? Minus 8 minus first term minus 2. So minus 8 plus 2, what is the answer? Minus 6. Keep it aside. Then find what is T25. T25 in terms of A and D. We will substitute at the end. Okay. A plus. Now n minus 1. N is what here? 25. So 25 minus 1, what you will write? 24D. Similarly, 20th term will be what? A plus 19D. I hope directly I am writing, but you are understanding. Therefore, T25 minus T20 will be A plus 24D minus, put a bracket, plus 19D. A plus 24D, open the bracket, minus A minus 19D. Plus minus A gets cancelled. 24 minus 19. What is the answer? 5D. Then what is the value of D? Minus 6. So 5 into minus 6. What's the answer? Minus 30 is our answer, as D is equal to what? Minus 6. Simple. Let's see the next question. Sixth question I will take. Find the nth term and 12th term of AP 2, 5, 8, 11 and so on. Okay. So first we have to find nth term, means we have to get a general formula for this particular AP. Okay, and then later on we will find 12th term. So first record the thing here. For finding the nth term, that is T in formula, you need to find the value of A and D. What is A? First term. What is first term seen here? 2. Then we have to find the common difference. Common difference will be what? Second term minus first term. 5 minus 2 or even 8 minus 5 also, right? It will be coming as 3 only. Then nth term, write the formula A plus n minus 1 into D. A is what? 2 plus nth term only we are finding, so n will be as it is. And D is what here? 3. How do you simplify? 2 plus, open this bracket, that is it will be multiplying by 3. So you get 3n minus 3. 2 minus 3 is what? Minus 1. So 3n minus 1. First answer is found. Nth term of this AP is what? 3n minus 1. Therefore, 12th term, that is T12, will be what? 3n minus 1, that is 3. N is what here? 12 minus 1. 12 3s are 36 minus 1, 35 is the answer. What has happened? This nth formula is generalized. 3n minus 1 is a generalized formula for only this particular AP. So here n replaced by whichever term we wanted to know. If you replace, directly you get the term, because we have simplified the formula for this particular AP. Okay. You could have found 12th term by substituting the value also. But since nth term is already available here in simplified, we have to just substitute the value over there. Okay. Then next question. Now I think you are getting the concept of AP is clear to you, right? Now So next step we will go how to use this formula in different way also. So third question. Now I am going to third question. Now because I suppose what is AP, what is the nth term, how do we calculate and all that part is clear too. Now see if the question is slightly changed. If the question is which term of the AP, what is the AP? 5, 2, minus 1 and so on is negative 49. This is the question. Understand which term of this AP is minus 49. We do not know minus 49 is the term of this AP, but which place? 20th place, 25th place, we do not know. So we will assume let minus 49 is the term at nth place. Okay, let term be negative 49. So in that case, what are we calculating? We are calculating the value of n. Same formula, Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So far we have used it to find the which is the nth term, like here which is the 12th term, etc. Now this formula can be used for finding the first term if missing, or common difference if the nth term and first term is given. And also in this question, now a is given, d can be calculated, and the term at nth place, unknown place, is given to us, and we are going to find the value of n, that is minus 49 stands at which place. Okay, so let's record here a, that is the first term, that is what? 5. D is what? Second term minus first term. 2 minus 5. So difference is what? Minus 3. Okay. And also nth term is minus 49. So what we are finding here is n. Write the formula. Tn is a plus n minus 1 into d. Now be very careful. Minus 49 is a term. So substitute minus 49, a is 5, n is what? We do not know, and d is what? Minus 3. Minus 3, so I have put a bracket here. Now minus 49, how do we simplify? 5 goes this side, what it will become? Minus 5 equals n minus 1 into minus 3. Keep it as it is. Minus 49, what it will be? Minus 54. Again, these are the two brackets which are getting multiplied. So I may shift minus 3 this side. What it will do? Divide upon minus 3 equals what? N minus 1. Minus minus get cancel. Okay. Then how many times? 18 times. So n minus 1 is equal to 18. So n is equal to what? 18 plus 1, that is 19. So n has come 19. So which term of the given AP is minus 49? Answer will be what? The 19th term is minus 49. Yes? Now one more question. Which term of the AP is given is 182. The AP given here is 6, 14, 22, 30 and so on. This is the AP in which there is a term 182. You have to find this term is at which place. Okay. So here again what we'll assume? Let nth term, right? Let nth term be 182. Right? Many children take this 182 as n. That is absolutely wrong. N is the place of a term and 182 is the value of that term. So when I am writing Tn is 182, that means it is a term at unknown place, nth place, 182. How 6 is at first place, 14 is at second place, 22 is at some place, so 182 also is at some place. At which place? Third, fifth, 8, 9, 10. That 8, 9, 10, whatever number is that we are finding. Okay, n is definitely not 182. Is a very common and stupid mistake. You are not going to make it. Okay, so from the AP we'll have to record other things also. A is what? 6. D is what? 14 minus 6. So what is the answer here? 8. Right? N is missing. We have to find n. What is the formula? Tn is A plus n minus 1 into D. Tn value itself is given 182. A 6 plus n not knowing, D 8. Right? You're understanding the same formula which we were using to find a particular term at the given value of n. The same formula we are finding if the term is given, the term is at which place. Okay, it will be 182 minus 6 equals n minus 1 into 8. 8 can be transferred here, so we are not opening the bracket. 182 minus 6. What it will be? 176. 8 is brought here, upon is equal to n minus 1. Therefore, n minus 1 is what? 22. So, n is what? 22 plus 1, that is 23. So, now have you got the answer? 182 is at 23rd place. Which term? 23rd term of the given AP will be 182. Clear? Answer will be which term? So we'll be writing the 23rd term is 182. Okay. One more. Now quite a simple, you must have understood. The same formula we are using to find different ways. Only the language of question should be clear to you. I'll take one more question and then we'll stop for today. Remaining questions do practice. I have suggested you some more videos also. You can go through that. The concept will be clear to you. Finally, knowledge is the same. It doesn't matter which board and what it is. Okay. Now the last question. Is 0 a term of the AP 31, 28, 25 and so on. Now this is another one more pattern. Either we are finding the 23rd term is what, or we are finding 182th term is 23rd. And now we can check also whether the given number will be in this AP or not. Can it be the term of the given AP or not? Absolutely the same formula. So let us assume, we do not know whether 0 is there or not. Let us assume that 0 is a term and it is nth term. So let Tn be 0. Okay. Given A is what? 31. D will be what? 28 minus 31. What is that? Minus 3. Okay. Then formula. I hope everyone has learned the formula by now. N minus 1 into D. Now you will say everything we have assumed. No, we do not know the value of n here. Na? So 0 to be the term of this AP, n should be a natural number. Like we say second term, and after second which term comes? Only third. After third term, fourth term only comes, right? So if n's value is coming a natural number, then 0 is the term in this AP, otherwise not. Clear? So put nth term 0. A is what? 31. Plus n minus 1 into minus 3. 31 shifted to this side, what it will be? Minus 31 is equal to n minus 1 into minus 3. Again minus 3 would be brought on this side. Minus 31 upon minus 3 is equal to n minus 1. Now you know that this is going to be what? A fraction, right? 31 is not divisible by 3. So what fraction it will be? Yeah, not 1, 10. 10 integer 1 upon 3 is equal to n minus 1. So this will give you that n is not a natural number. Let's simplify this. But even further also we can proceed. So n will be what, children? It will be 10 integer 1 upon 3, or this 31 upon 3, plus 1. What it is coming? 11 integer, and 11 integer 1 upon 3 is not belonging to the set of natural number. Hence, what is the conclusion? Since n here, the value of n is not a natural number. You can either you write in this way, that 11 integer 1 upon 3 does not belong to the set of natural numbers, or you write as n is not a natural number here. Okay. Hence, 0 is not a term of given AP. Okay, children? Watch it till you understand. Okay, easy concept it is. Avoid any kind of calculation mistakes and solve the sums yourself. Okay, thank you.